Hello, I'm Daniel and welcome to my YouTube channel. We here at the channel are continuing in our series of videos with respect to inspiration, information, education, guidance, and advice. And I want to continue my stories of Menachem Mendel of Rymanov. And one day, a man came to Menachem Mendel of Rymanov, and he said he couldn't fulfill the mitzvah, he couldn't fulfill the commandment of being hospitable to guests. And Menachem Mendel said, "Verwus nicht? Why not?" The man explains, "Well, my wife doesn't like to have guests. The one time that I brought guests to the house, it gave rise to quarrels, and it threatened our Sholom Bayis, our domestic peace. Can't do it." Menachem Mendel said, "Our sages say that welcoming guests is a greater virtue even than welcoming the divine presence." This may sound somewhat exaggerated to us, but we must understand it properly. It is said that when there is peace, when there's Sholom Bayis between a husband and wife, the Shechinah, the divine presence, rests in their midst and in their minds. That is why welcoming guests is described as being even more important than welcoming the divine presence. Even if hospitality hurts or even destroys the Sholom Bayis, the peace, the domestic peace that exists between a man and a wife, the commandment to be hospitable is still more important. This shows us the importance, the stress, the emphasis that's given to being hospitable to your guests. Very, very high. If there's a problem of Sholom Bayis, try and set it aside, at least for the few hours where you have guests. Fight later. But whatever you do, don't bring any bickering or hostility or any bad feelings out when the guests are there. I sadly have been in the situation where there was real tension between the husband and the wife, and the guests were there, and it was extremely awkward, and no one knew where to look, no one knew what to do. It was very bad. Try to avoid it at all costs. Wise words of Menachem Mendel of Rymanov. We're going to be doing more videos along of Rabbi Menachem Mendel and other Hasidic leaders. Please come back. Please watch. Please learn. And until next time, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.